Tracy started this back in 2012, and I can't tell you the number of children that have benefited from this and the appreciation from the parents. If it weren't for Tracy, we would have over 550 kids that are not getting meals in Madison County, and we give them 5 meals a week. These are at-risk kids that just don't have enough.
I simply volunteered in my kids' classes, so I have 4 kids, and when you have them 2 years apart, you never get to volunteer in the classroom because you always have a younger one that you can't really take with you. So when I had my 3rd and 4th one, I decided to put my 4th one in a babysitter, take her, drop her off, and then volunteer with my 3rd son. And I thought I'll get to spend some really great quality time during the day. And that, of course, doesn't happen. You never get placed with your own kid. You kind of wave at them across the room and you're wherever they need you to help. And I had been helping a little boy, and he had been very kind but really distant. We came back on a Tuesday after having a Monday off, and my kids are like bears to wake up on Tuesday after they've had an extra day off. They want to stay home, watch more TV, eat more snacks. And I was trying to break the ice with him, and I said, I bet you didn't want to come back. It's nice to have an extra day off of school. And he just kind of got up and looked at me from his paper, and he says, Mrs. Kronk, when I'm at home, I don't get to eat. I only eat when I get breakfast and lunch at school. And I still, to this day, don't have a response that would have been appropriate to give him at that time. And I just kind of moved on, like, okay, well, let's get back to work. And I go home that night and I tell my husband, I cannot go back and not help this little boy. So foolishly, I thought, I can help 1 kid. That's not a problem. So I was taking food to just him and putting it in his backpack. By the end of the week, it was 2. In 2 weeks, it was 17. Now you flash forward 7.5 years later, and I'm at 600. So it's just really something that I didn't even know existed. I thought every kid just kind of went to school and had every need met.
She's a child of God, led by God. Tracy does a lot of praying. It takes a lot of donations. It takes a lot of faith to pull this together. And the way it's grown, and we took on 2 more schools for next year, and she leads us in our faith that God will provide. It's all coming to us.
So we're really growing, and my policy is not to ask a school if they need us to come. I kind of feel like I don't want to overstep what the Lord can supply me with and where He wants me to be. So I wait until they ask me, and then if He brings them to me, I feel like there's no option to say no. Whatever your current resources are, He's going to provide for that, and He's going to make that happen. So when they ask me, I'm just excited. I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to just try and have faith that it's going to happen. And as of yet, I've not been disappointed, and it's happened every time that we've been supported and able to provide for these kids.